Ok, donc là j'ai splitté la rediff YouTube. Donc on est sur un choix hyper important. Lui donner quoi? Donner quoi à qui? Donner quoi à qui? Je te laisse t'en charger, Morgana. Ça s'est passé avant le palais de Sae. Oui, c'est ça, ouais. Oui, oui. Oui, Morgana savait. En fait, c'est justement ça, Aldrin. Il y a eu 3 moments dans le jeu où on a eu des flashs comme ça, où c'était un peu bizarre, où j'étais en mode tiens, c'est marrant, la cinématique se termine là-dessus. C'est étrange parce que c'est comme si Morgana commençait à nous parler d'un truc ou Futaba commençait à nous parler d'un truc. Le lui donner, on en saura plus. Alors, j'ai peur que ce soit le mauvais dialogue. Mais bonjour à toi, Mike Denver, du coup. Ils savaient qu'ils allaient trahir. Oui, le problème, c'est que là, on sait pas ce qu'il faut lui donner. On sait que c'est un truc qu'il faut donner à Sae, du coup, j'imagine. En fait, il joue au poker. Exact. Il y a peut-être une douille sur le trésor. Ah, j'avoue. Très bien.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done.
Lui donner le téléphone sans éveiller les soupçons, ça va être coton.
We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
Mais j'ai rien
What's
fait.
wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
Je vais faire marcher avec vous. Futaba a pris le téléphone d'Akechi, remember. Oh, mais comment? Mais quand? Mais pas là. C'était il y a 18 jours.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
Le téléphone.
You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked.
C'est quoi ce téléphone? C'est à qui? C'est le mien?
What's so important about this smartphone?
Elle s'est extasiée innocemment sur le modèle du téléphone d'Akechi. Oui, mais c'était au programme.
Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
Lui?
Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Montrez-le au traître.
The traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that?
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce dialogue chelou là?
Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that run, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please,
C'est quoi ce dialogue?
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Je l'ai déjà dit.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Montrez-le lui.
That's it? What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end.
C'était totalement la bonne Akechi, oui.
I used to view the world the same way too once.
Pocket ne comprend pas ce qu'il dit, mais elle comprend. Oui, bien sûr, oui.
I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
J'ai l'impression que Sae me comprend enfin.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break.
Ça veut dire qu'on a fait les bons choix, ça, on est d'accord, hein?
Thou hast awakened to the ultimate.
Ça veut dire qu'on a fait les bons choix là.
Granting thee infinite power.
On est d'accord. Sae Nijima, confidente du jugement, passe au rang max. Nouvelle capacité, véritable justice. Coopérer en tant que combattant de la justice et de la liberté.
Alright.
À la bonne heure. Fusion débloquée. Vous pouvez créer Satan, la plus puissante des personnages de l'arcade du jugement.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though?
Allez, Sae. Allez, allez, allez.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well.
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sae-san.
Quel connard.
After all, if you wish to trick your
Quel
enemies,
connard.
you must first
Je
trick your
le
allies.
déteste. Je le déteste.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
Très bien.
I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Him.
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this.
Quel connard.
That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
C'est lui depuis le début, le masque noir. Quel connard. En tout cas, Jader, t'avais raison du coup.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
What? 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 Pardon? Pardon? Pardon, il faut que je remette en mode cinématique.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
Si, carrément.
No chance.
Pardon.
They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be
Par
counting
contre, c'est
on
bizarre, le background déconne là.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it.
Ah, ils
as
le
well.
savent aussi.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well.
Oui, c'est vrai, Morgan. Akechi était au courant de Morgana, donc forcément, oui, bien sûr, oui.
Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be.
Bah oui.
Even me. Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
Bien wesh.
How do they know I have this?
Bien wesh.
Goro Akechi is evil.
Bien
He
wesh.
didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Les viewers, j'en peux plus, j'ai bu cette bouteille d'eau comme un con, j'avais dit que ce soir il fallait pas que je boive. Qu'est-ce qui se passe avec son application à la con là?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by?
2 secondes les viewers. 2 secondes, ok. Je reviens. Il faut que vous... Zougi, dites-lui de boire son eau moins vite. Oui, les viewers, il faut que vous me le disiez. Quand vous me voyez boire de l'eau, il faut que vous me le disiez. Il faut que vous me disiez, Poketchou, arrête. Ah là là, Curie, t'as réussi à passer au rang 8 avec Marcus, du coup? Du coup, c'est pas le vrai Chou qui est mort. Mais là, c'est bizarre, en effet, Gerder. J'avoue, est-ce qu'on aurait fait halluciner Akechi avec notre application? Rank up 9? Non, t'étais rang 8, Curie. C'est pas tricher, hein. Bon, les viewers, back into the thing.
Nobody?
Personne n'est passé.
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
Quoi? Quoi?
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Quoi? Hein? Quoi?
And now we return to our continued report.
Attendez, stop, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé là?
Announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Oh, Ryuji, regardez, il a l'air dévasté.
Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was
Il a
worried
l'air
about
tellement
you.
dévasté,
It's your
Ryuji.
second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Non, ou alors il était en train juste de bugger sur une vitrine, il a pas encore vu la news. Non, il a vu la news, on est d'accord.
Continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him,
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to
Oh
worry
là
about
là,
your future.
quelle horreur.
Normal. Right.
he's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual
Qu'est-ce qu'ils
harm
disent?
has been
Alibaba, Alibaba?
Given the lack of
La
physical
rébellion.
violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
J'étais concentré sur les voix, j'ai pas lu les sous-titres. Putain, je suis con.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle a
Well,
rendu?
your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
J'ai pas lu les sous-titres de ce qu'il disait. Sojiro dans sa bagnole. Ah non, Haru.
was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything.
Putain, quel connard.
Only
Lui.
a handful of people are qualified to alter the world.
Mets-lui une tarte, Haru. Mets-lui une tarte
So
et casse-toi
you've
de cette
been
bagnole.
coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news.
Fous-lui une tarte.
The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to
Quelle
report
horreur.
any further updates as they arrive.
It'd be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
Quelle horreur.
We got him.
Ah! Merci Ryuji. Tu régales. Tu régales Ryuji. Oh là là, qu'est-ce qu'il apporte des bonnes nouvelles. Qu'est-ce qu'il apporte des bonnes nouvelles, le petit Ryuji. Il est fort, c'est bon ça. Ouh.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Everything is according to the keikaku.
It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What a tremendous plan.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Expliquez-moi. Attends, il fallait que je meure, donc c'est Tae Takemi qui m'a sauvé?
How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which
Allez, on va
are
tout nous
missing.
expliquer les viewers. On va se prendre une scène d'exposition de 20 minutes. Let's go. Cinématique, je suis prêt à appuyer sur le bouton cinématique. La première fois que j'ai compris que quelque chose clochait, oui c'est ça, c'était pendant la fête du lycée. Donc là, le premier flashback où la cinématique avait été éclipsée.
Hey, they're going.
Voilà, et là ça s'était arrêté là-dessus.
You realized it too then.
Voilà. Vous voyez, ça avait fait ça, et on avait bugué, on était en mode... Mais
It was
pourquoi
our
ça s'arrête?
conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Oui, voilà. Donc, bon, ça, on se souvient que Akechi avait nous avait entendu parler de pancake au moment où on l'avait croisé pour la toute première fois au plateau télé. Et il avait déboulé du bout du couloir et il avait dit hey, j'ai entendu qu'on parlait de pancake, etc. Alors que c'est Morgana qui parlait. Il mijote quelque chose.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Voilà.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice.
Ah bon?
This whole deal feels sketchy.
Sketchy. Akechi est sketchy. Enquêtons un peu sur lui.
Yeah, that was my plan too. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Un flashback dans un flashback. Un flashback, j'avoue.
There's something else we want you to look into.
C'est pas le passé de Morgana. C'est pas le passé de Morgana, c'est notre passé à nous. Notre passé commun, mais qui nous a
One
échappé.
more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
Tu en es capable, Futaba.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone. So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible.
Et oui, voilà, donc c'est à ce moment-là qu'elle l'a fait.
Okay, I've got a
C'est à ce
plan.
moment-là qu'elle a fait, effectivement, bien joué Sorut. Elle a pris son téléphone, elle a fait « Oh, mais tiens, mais qu'est-ce que c'est ?» Et elle a installé un mouchard.
That's perfect.
C'est un secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Futaba va tenter quelque chose. Je me demande si ça va marcher.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I can't wait. Bien joué Sorut, t'as été très observateur. Bon, qu'est-ce qui se passe maintenant? Dites-nous.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
Attendez, qui est-ce qui s'est pris une balle dans la tête à notre place là?
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet.
Comment est-ce qu'on a fait? On l'a redirigé vers un autre ascenseur? Comment c'est possible? Il a buté des gens, Akechi, il y avait du sang et tout.
There are still things that must be done.
Je commence à retrouver la mémoire. C'est bien ça. Voilà ce qui est vraiment arrivé. Expliquez-nous, bordel! Expliquez-nous! On l'a fait rentrer dans un métavers? Dans le métavers de quelqu'un. Voilà, c'est bien ça, ok. Bon, il y a bien eu un truc comme ça. Quoi? Mais comment? Comment? Comment ça s'est passé? Ça nous explique rien du tout ça. Hein. Comment ça s'est passé? Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? Est-ce que y a eu une application que Futaba a installée sur le téléphone de Joker qui était censée faire déclencher une hallucination ou un truc comme ça? Comment ça s'est passé? Et surtout, comment est-ce qu'on nous a retrouvés morts? Comment est-ce qu'on nous a retrouvés morts? Comment c'est possible? Il y avait certainement une espèce de coup de deuxième salle. Il paraît qu'ils ont arrêté un voleur fantôme, c'est dingue. Je m'attendais pas à ce qu'il se suicide. C'est un meurtrier, il méritait de mourir. On peut enfin dormir sur nos deux oreilles. Il a mis fin à ses jours alors. J'imagine que qu'on ne saura jamais pourquoi il a fait tout ça. Il me semble que lorsqu'il se prend une balle, son visage est clean. Non, 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 non. Je suis exténué. J'ai l'impression que je vais perdre connaissance.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Est-ce que l'effet de la drogue, est-ce que c'est l'effet de la drogue qui se dissipe? Ces souvenirs que je pensais perdus commencent à revenir.
Are you listening?
De quoi on parlait déjà?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
Non mais alors, Alduin, si Joker meurt dans le métavers, il meurt tout court. Il n'y a pas de suite du jeu si Joker meurt dans le métavers. On n'est pas expulsé d'un palais, on n'est pas... Si Joker meurt dans le métavers, Joker meurt. Mais par contre, il y avait bien un truc un peu bizarre avec cette histoire de flic. Donc dans quel métavers on a pu le faire rentrer? C'est ça le truc. C'est que dans quel métavers on a pu le faire rentrer pour que ce soit un endroit qui soit confondable en tout point avec la vraie salle. En lui montrant le téléphone, ça l'a impacté sur une illusion ou un truc du genre. Bah, on a vu la pulsation violette, donc il y a certainement une histoire de métavers. Bref, au pire, on regarde la suite, oui, bien sûr.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, We'll likely
Voilà.
be met by a large ambush of
C'était bien la
police
police,
forces.
c'était bien des vrais humains.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
Ah, et dans ce cas-là, effectivement, les mots-clés, ça aurait été Akechi, quelque chose. Mais ça, il aurait été dans un endroit où il a très peu de cognition. Genre une safe room. Putain.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac.
D'où le portable d'Akechi. Non, d'où le portable de Joker, qui a l'application métavers dessus. Voilà, c'est ça. Il y avait l'app qui tournait dessus certainement pour envoyer effectivement du coup Akechi dans son propre palais. Et la salle où il y avait Joker, c'était une safe room. Mais non, mais c'est pas possible. De toute façon, Joker est le vrai quand même. Ah non, ou alors Joker n'y a pas été envoyé parce que lui, il n'est pas rentré. Oh putain. Ok. Allez.
No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
On sait qui c'est.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes.
Akechi a buté la projection de Joker qu'il a. Oh! Oh là là!
He realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan. He may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
On est encore dans le palais de Sae en fait. On est encore dans le palais de Sae.
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version.
Oh bien ouais,
all the
Chien,
while
trop fort.
believing he killed the real
Trop
one.
fort. Ceci dit, Akechi avait sorti son téléphone quand vous cherchiez les mots de clé du palais de Sae, donc il a le méta sur le téléphone. Oui, mais si on le fait rentrer dans un palais dans lequel il n'est pas détecté comme un ennemi, donc dans son propre palais à lui, ses vêtements ne changeront pas. Et s'il est dans son palais, c'est sa cognition de Pocket qui vient. Et donc, dans notre cas, il nous voit comme étant affaibli. Et effectivement, comme tu l'as dit, Tienne, les coups sur le visage étaient différents. Ils étaient rouges au lieu de noirs. Pourquoi le taulier, je sais plus son nom, nous dit qu'on est mort? Parce qu'il sait qu'on a piégé Akechi. Voilà.
Yeah, that's it.
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader,
Ça ne répond pas à la question de pourquoi est-ce qu'on l'a trouvé suicidé. Parce que Sae est venue dans la pièce et qu'elle a maquillé le meurtre. C'est pas le palais de Sae, c'est le palais d'Akechi. Parce qu'il fallait un endroit où il y aurait une cognition précise de Joker tabassé. Donc c'est le palais d'Akechi, je vous le donne en mille.
However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
Et il y a une histoire.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
Sojiro trop content.
You're her sister, correct? Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Putain, c'est énorme ce qui s'est
Look
passé.
who's here.
C'est moi! Ah.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
Plutôt bien pour un mort.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
En vrai, ça détend un peu quand
I
même.
bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that
Akechi
enemy
passe la
kill
porte.
his
Ah oui,
fate in the
c'est
metaverse.
Akechi qui se dit « Ah, je vais me prendre un bon petit café !»
Hold on a sec.
Mais le métavers, il est pas au courant.
Enemy? Fake? What are
Il est
you
pas au
talking
courant.
about?
Il est pas au courant, Sojiro,
The true
laissez-le.
culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Il était vraiment louche.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit? That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you? True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
La Sojiro, il doit être tellement perdu.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised? Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
Fucking pancake, how do they work? C'est pas un chat.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Ils vont pas nous le repasser encore
When
une
we
fois quand
talked
même.
to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk.
Ah ouais? Mais comment ça m'avait échappé ça?
But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Ah oui, voilà, c'est ça.
Oh, I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Ah oui, donc on parlait même pas de pancakes.
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
Son histoire est trop parfaite.
He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be
Par
interested
contre,
in
ils sont
checking
vraiment en
the
train de
phone
le
out,
repasser une
but I was
troisième fois là.
actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
Quirky nature.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the phantom thieves in the act. That would be the only way
C'est
to
vraiment trop
arrest
con pour
them,
comprendre, oui
given
j'avoue.
their
Ça se trouve il y a des gens tu sais qui en sont là et qui sont en mode quoi? Quoi?
Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning.
T'as fait une pause entre deux. Ah possible, ouais mais là tu t'arrêtes pas. Pas possible.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Il savait qu'il savait qu'il savait qu'il savait.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
Oui, je suis d'accord.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Ah non, c'est bel et bien dans le palais de Sae. Mais pourquoi est-ce qu'on n'était pas costumé?
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission.
Ah, mais oui, parce que
your
Sae...
palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
Et oui, Sae nous avait vu défoncer.
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Jusqu'à ce qu'on arrive au lycée.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated
Du coup, est-ce que c'est vraiment lui le masque noir? Et si oui, comment il gère son costume? J'en ai aucune idée. Sauf si Akechi a demandé à un garde cognitif de tout faire disparaître. Alors après, il est aussi possible... Du coup, elle est métanoïée. Non, s'ils sont pas là, étaient encore là. Non, Ayumu. Donc ils ont bel et bien chopé la mallette. Donc c'était bien planifié qu'on laisse Joker se faire choper. Par contre, du coup... Et du coup, si Sae a fait dégager Joker du monde réel, tout est cohérent. La question que je pose, moi, c'est comment est-ce que ils ont trouvé un suicidé alors qu'il n'y en a pas? Mais on va le savoir certainement. Quand on est rentré dans le palais de Sae la première fois, ils ont insisté sur le fait que le commissariat était juste à côté. Ah! Et oui, et là on était au commissariat, c'est vrai. C'est vrai, c'est vrai, c'est vrai. Oh purée, bien joué. Elle est pas métanoïée, mais elle en avait pas besoin de toute évidence. Elle est pas si pourrie que ça au final. Bah après c'est pareil, comment il s'appelle, Mishima, il a pas subi de métanoïa et pourtant il a changé.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion.
To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
C'était une excellente idée.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at
Oui, donc
all.
voilà, elle a pas subi une metanoïa, mais elle est quand même en train de se rendre compte, quoi.
That goes for the both of us.
Resserut.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to
Oui,
confirm while we
Curie,
were
mais là,
checking
c'est
the
pareil.
metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room.
Ah, c'est pour ça qu'ils y étaient à la base.
Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work.
Ça va?
A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Et donc il fallait qu'elle le voie juste
Since
avant.
he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
J'ai eu un gros mal au ventre, donc AFK bio urgent mais fausse alerte. Bon, t'as rien raté. Donc oui, Mishima, on a bossé dur. Curie, mais en même temps, Mishima, il est particulièrement con. Alors que bon, ça et voilà.
However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush.
Unexpected.
As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act.
That was all an act.
We had prepared
all
an empty
along.
briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure.
Ah, mais donc elle va bel et bien subir une métanoïa.
Would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us.
C'est pour ça qu'ils se sont barrés, Yusuke et Ryuji, en mode oh, on va voler le trésor. On va voler le trésor. On va faire ça en off-screen.
Him getting captured
sorry.
by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
J'ai l'impression qu'elle a utilisé cet ordinateur pour accéder à distance au métavers. Quoi? Si je lui pose la question maintenant, ça va nous prendre la journée, on verra ça plus tard. Oui, voilà, c'est ça.
Disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious.
Les petits dessins sont vraiment très bien.
Sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
Ah, it's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
Je suis soulagé d'être en vie.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse. I'll be...
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
Ah mais non! Mais voilà, c'est ça le truc du suicidé en fait, les gens. C'est pas compliqué en fait. Le truc du suicidé, c'est que en fait, ils ont même pas besoin de regarder le corps en fait. Enfin, ils ont même pas besoin de regarder le corps, entre guillemets. En fait, il n'y a pas eu de constat du corps suicidé, les viewers. C'est Akechi qui est remonté directement et qui a dit « Oh, il s'est suicidé !»
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
Mais oui, je te le dis 5 fois. C'est ce que je te dis depuis tout à l'heure.
I'm so
Ah
glad he
bon?
was able to persuade you
Mais
during the
bordel!
interrogation.
Mais il vous lit pas. Mais si, mais je suis en train d'essayer de comprendre le plot aussi.
Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and
Mais
subsequent
le truc c'est qu'ils
breakout
ont pas
would have
encore
never
check
been
le corps en fait. Les gens, ils ont pas encore check le corps. C'est ça le truc, c'est qu'il y a pas de corps à checker. Et ils l'ont pas check. Ok.
That persuasion was easily our greatest
En fait au moment où ils vont
gamble.
se rendre compte, effectivement ça va être la merde par contre.
We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Pas du tout.
Then it truly was a do or die situation? That's crazy. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
Ils pourront en dire de quoi. Mais non, mais en fait, le truc, c'est que si Akechi ou le Big Boss apprend qu'il n'y a pas de corps de retrouver alors qu'on a dit qu'ils s'étaient suicidés. Ah, ils le communiqueront pas, d'accord. Oui, peut-être, ouais.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
Ah, voilà, c'est ça.
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Ah oui, d'accord, encore mieux.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Okay.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Comment ça, j'ai fait en sorte que personne n'ait vérifié la morgue?
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him.
Tellement de complices que dans l'idée, ils auraient laissé une salle dans un commissariat avec un cadavre qui pourrit. Oui, c'est ça, ouais. Ouais, je suis d'accord avec toi, Aldrin. C'est balèze, hein, quand même, hein.
The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
C'était un jeu d'enfant.
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Je pense que malheureusement, à la police, si le Big Boss dit quelque chose, il n'y a pas grand monde pour le contester. Oui, c'est vrai.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
Merci, Sae.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Oh oui, Sojiro, on va avoir besoin de beaucoup de café.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Oh bah dis donc, Sojiro.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Et du curry, exactement.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
What a great man. C'est vrai que Sojiro il est sympa quand même. Le résumé d'histoire a été mis à jour. Putain. Poketchu. Ça me dit quelque chose.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
So much plot. Okay.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Ok, bah on a nos dates.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Je suis un politicien méchant, moi. Mais pire que ça, Aldruin. Pire que ça. En fait, pour la petite histoire, bon, vous le savez forcément, si vous avez un petit peu suivi, mais c'est à cause de lui qu'on est en probation depuis le début. C'est à cause de lui qu'on est en probation depuis le début. C'est lui, le fameux homme bourré qui menaçait de violer une meuf et qu'on a tabassé, entre guillemets. Bref, on va pouvoir bien se venger, ça va être chouette.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that
C'est un méchant, oui.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Mais arrêtez.
Shido.
Il a à peine reconnu ton nom alors qu'il a niqué toute ta vie.
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Bah oui.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that
Bah
possibility.
oui, il est en train de monter en flèche, tous ses opposants politiques disparaissent, Okumura meurt,
First, he would profit
alors
from
qu'il voulait
damage
se lancer
done
dans
to the
la...
current
Bien sûr.
administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart. No. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
Eh oui. Oh, pardon, excuse-moi, j'ai appuyé sur le mauvais bouton. Forcément, Sojiro bossait pour le gouvernement auparavant, donc Sojiro le connaissait.
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this.
Oh bah dis donc,
Based
Sojiro.
on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved.
Ah, merde, Aldruin.
But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had.
Bah oui.
He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns.
Ah, et c'est pour ça qu'elle en est arrivée à enquêter sur Futaba. D'accord.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be prime minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes prime minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for prime minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
Le Japon.
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
L'Assemblée. La Diète ou son quartier général électoral? La Diète, je suis un peu nul en politique, mais la corruption et le greenwashing. Je suis un peu nul en politique, mais la Diète, on est d'accord que c'est bien un département politique. La Diète ou son quartier général électoral? Mais ça doit être la Diète. Bah oui.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Pas le choix.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
Mais nous aussi, on n'y arrive pas,
We'll have to deal
t'inquiète
with
pas.
this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Je vais mettre une perruque.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has
Non, ça y a
ruined
pas de persona,
countless
non,
lives,
malheureusement.
and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
Oh là! Ah oui, donc là on a un truc plus vénère là.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide.
Ok.
Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal. Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's
Surtout
why
toi,
you
Yuji.
needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
Eh non non plus, ce serait rigolo la persona de Sojiro, ce serait un énorme bol de curry.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
Comment on va faire du coup là? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? On va rester un mois sans rien faire, sans sortir?
Finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers.
Vraiment là, on a le droit à la scène du dialogue des vilains qui avouent tous leurs crimes, sans déconner. Vous voulez pas la faire au téléphone vite fait?
I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown?
Pas terrible, hein? Ouais, c'est ça, la scène des méchants qui expliquent leurs propres histoires entre eux. Eh, tu te souviens, ce jour on est devenu méchant? Ah ouais, bien sûr, méchant, parfaitement, on était tellement méchants. Ah ouais, méchant, t'as raison, méchant. Oh, méchant, qu'est-ce qu'on est méchant, méchant.
And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
Mais bien sûr.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology.
Et là, on fait ça. On était tellement méchants.
I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all,
oh là là. Donc c'est Akechi qui a buté la mère. Hein. C'est Akechi qui a buté Wakaba du coup. Hein.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
Qu'est-ce qu'il est méchant, Akechi.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
J'adhère beaucoup au but de contrôler le pays en étant méchant. Ah ouais? Ouf. Et ces cons gentils, ils ont vu venir. Qu'est-ce qu'on se fait?
The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals.
Je galère toujours à placer temporellement le meurtre de Wakaba. Et bah c'était l'une des premières ruptures psychiques. C'est globalement c'est il y a un an elle avait dit je crois Futaba.
Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains.
Ah oui, donc en fait en plus de ça, Akechi c'est un imposteur. Enfin un imposteur doué mais un imposteur.
Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
Non mais vraiment là.
They were just brats.
Putain, ça dure en plus hein.
All we needed to do was lay the blame on.
Ça dure vraiment longtemps là.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them.
Là, c'est bon, on n'en parle plus
I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up.
Bon, on a dit le jeu durait 90 heures, décale. Nous, on a un dialogue de 30 minutes entre méchants. Les meilleurs méchants parce qu'on est méchants. Non, mais c'est infernal. En plus, il vise Premier ministre. Alors, je sais pas quel rang ça a au Japon, mais président, non? Maître du monde, enfin tout ce que tu veux, vise. Enfin, tu vois, genre le mec a littéralement le pouvoir de se débarrasser de toutes les personnes qui sont des opposants politiques sans qu'on puisse jamais rien prouver. C'est ouf. Il a un pouvoir énorme. Mais il vise Premier ministre. Tu vois, il pourrait faire Maître du monde. Il pourrait faire Dieu. Mais non, il vise Premier ministre. Tu vois, c'est vraiment genre... What the fuck. Allez, abrégé, en plus là, on est en train de déborder sur le stream de ouf. C'est infernal.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
Ah merde, attendez, il est en train d'expliquer la vraie suite et j'ai pas suivi du coup. Voilà, ce n'est pas là mon but final. Au contraire, c'est là que tout commence, j'enchierai le pays où on est masse égoïste, ignorante, qui ne peuvent rien faire à... okay, normal.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
Duty.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly.
Sans accroc.
When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
Quoi?
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Ah bah voilà. Non mais à un moment par contre il serait temps que Shido il voit le boulet venir quand même, non? Il sent le vent du boulet. Alors, on dirait que les choses sont entrées dans l'ordre. Tu risques d'être assez débordé et pas partir de demain, pas vrai? Essaie de te reposer un peu.
Well then.
Le patron a raison, on ferait mieux de se reposer aujourd'hui.
Hey.
Et de toutes les personnes dans cette salle, c'est Morgana qui nous retient encore. C'est infernal, regardez, Sojiro ne moufte même pas. Quel enfer. Quel enfer, non mais sans déconner. Juste l'empereur, il sert à avoir un palais, à faire des trucs d'empereur et à se marier pour faire des bébés empereurs. Voilà, c'est exactement ça. Quel enfer. Ah là là, bon allez les vieux, on va s'arrêter là-dessus. Bon, eh ben écoutez, thick plot into la scène d'exposition des méchants. Voilà, et il nous a toujours pas lu. Mais non, mais vous étiez en train de parler entre vous là les vieux. Moi il faut que je me concentre sur le scénario des fois aussi, comprenez bien. Comprenez bien, parfois il tourne des films La Marche de l'Empereur. Putain. Voilà. Bon. Donc voilà. Tous ces goupillés les viewers, il y a eu des tonnes et des tonnes de trucs. Ah, the plot thicken. Ah alors attendez, il est en noir et blanc, il est en noir et blanc, c'est automodé. Merci merci Ayumu pour l'automode. Shido pourrait remettre en place un shogunat, c'est vrai. Bon,